Hi everybody and welcome in this new tutorial in data alchemy. In this tutorial we are going to talk about the select statement, and if we have any condition, how to use that condition to get the output that we want based on that condition. Okay, so in the previous lesson we talked about how to create a database, how to use that database that we just created, and how to create a table, and also how to insert some values in that table. Okay, so we are going to use the same table that the same data that we worked on in the previous lesson. So as a reminder, we have the employee ID, the employee name, and the salary. We have from 1 to 5 as employee IDs: Michael Scott, Jim Halpers, Bambisley, Dwight Schrute, and Stanley Hudson, and 60, 50, 40, 45, 40, 55, 45,000 in salary. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get started. So the first thing to do is, before selecting, before anything, let's say I have, for example, 10 databases. Okay, and let's say I have a database named X and another one called Y. Okay, and in both these databases I have a table named employees, for example. So if I type, for example, select all from employees, like that, how can my SQL know which database we are going to use? Because both of these databases have the employees table, but we only, for example, want the employees table from the X database. So that's why, before typing any query, we have to specify the database that we are going to work on. Okay, so we are going to do the same query that we did in the previous lesson, which is use and the name of the database that we want. So use course semicolon, control enter, and now we are using the course database. Okay, so I want to return all the values of the employees table. I know we did that in the previous lesson, but we are going to do it again. For those who didn't watch the previous lesson, I really suggest that you go and watch that lesson before joining and watching this lesson. So select asterisk from employees. Okay, and as a reminder, asterisk refers to all columns, all rows, all the values from employees. Okay, so control enter, and now we can see all the values that are stored in the employees table. Okay, let's say I don't want these 3 columns, I only want the employee name and the salary columns. I can type select employee name, salary from employees, just like that, semicolon, and now we only see the employee name and the salary columns. Okay, you can also specify the order of the columns. If you can see right here, and if you notice, we have first the employee name column and then the salary column. Let's say I want the salary column first and then the employee name. I can simply type select salary and employee name from employees, just like that. Control enter, and now we can see that the salary column comes first and then the employee name. I know I told you in the previous lesson that the order matters, yes, but I said that and it applies only when we are creating tables and when we are inserting values in that table. If, for example, when I'm creating table, I have the employee ID first, then employee name, and the salary at the end. When I want to insert values, I must enter the values in the column order. Okay, so I have to type 1, for example, for the employee ID, Michael Scott for the employee name, and 60,000 for salary. Okay, otherwise it's not gonna work. Okay, what else? Let's say I want select employee ID and employee name. Okay, employee name from employees. Control enter, and now we can see the employee ID and the employee name. Okay, now for example, I want to know who are the employees whose salary is greater or equal to 50,000, for example. Okay, I know it's gonna be Michael Scott, Jim Halpert, and Dwight Schrute, because their salary respectively is 60,000, 50,000, and 55,000. Okay, so how we are going to do it? We simply type select and the name of the columns that we want. I want, for example, only the employee name and the salary from employees, and then because I have a condition which is the salary greater or equals to 50,000, I type where salary greater or equals to $50,000. And now we can see that Michael Scott, Jim Halpert, and Dwight Schrute have a salary greater than $50,000. Okay, let's say this time I want the employees who make less than $50,000, for example. Select, I'm going to do the same as I did just in a moment. Salary from employees where salary less than $50,000. And now we can see that Palm Beasley and Stanley Hudson make less than $50,000. I just want to add something here. I can type the three columns: employee ID, employee name, and salary, just like that, from employees. Okay, it's gonna give me the same output as this one. Okay, but do you think that it's advisable that we type all the column names that we have in a table? Let's say I have in a table 100 columns. I don't think you want to type all the column names. So that's why when you want to get all the columns, you just type asterisk instead of writing the name of the columns that you want, of all the columns. because just as I said, asterisk refers to all columns and rows. Okay, so guys, that's it. That's the end of this tutorial. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any question, don't forget to ask it in the comment section, and I will be very happy to answer it. See you guys in the next tutorial. Bye bye.